Looks like Leny Yoro is back into his individual trading at Carrington, and he is really one of those that we anticipate to see if that obviously comes into the mix before the end of this 7-match stretch. You know, we've gone ahead to play one and we're gonna hit to win one, and we are left with 6 games to go. And looks like Leny Yoro is really gonna be back before we go back to the next international break. And this goes to Jacobs Ben as a kudos to him, because he came out and really told us the following, that Leny Yoro is progressing well as recovers from the metatarsal injury. He's hoping to be in the team training before the November international break. Now, he got it on point, and when you look at the date at which he went ahead, if we put out this, it was around 17th October before we returned from international break, and it was like, information I'm getting from Manchester United has confirmed to me that Leny Yoro is going to be back into the team before the end of the international break. Now, one will be asking, when is the international break gonna be resuming? I'm gonna be coming in here and we'll let you know what all that is all about. I just want to obviously show you how Jacobs Ben was on point for the Leny Yoro issue, and information is that he's back. And yesterday the club of Manchester United took to its socials and obviously they had to confirm to us that Leny Yoro, the 18-year-old, is really back in action to obviously give United a very huge go into what they're really looking at. Welcome to this channel. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. It's a Tuesday in my country and it's the 22nd of October, and guys, the year is really elapsing, but as it elapses, what are you really having to do into the mix? So, with Leny Yoro coming in here to put in the record shift altogether, we are here to obviously ask, will he be ready, and when will he get into the team? And it's a question of when, not how. So, because we know to it that he will get to the team of Manchester United, he'll get in some minutes, and it's when he's really going to be returning. But after Jacobs Ben told us that, how many days later? 5 days later, the website of Manchester United went ahead to obviously tell us the following about Leny Yoro. That Man United defender Leny Yoro has been pictured passing a significant milestone in his bid to recover from the foot operation he underwent during the summer. They also added and said the 18-year-old sustained the injury during Man United's preseason of the United States of America after friendly appearances against Rangers and Arsenal, and he has been working hard on his rehabilitation since. So that is Leny Yoro for you. He has been working on his rehabilitation since then, and obviously he is really back. We obviously went ahead to get in positive photos of him out of what we call the protective boot, out the clutch haze, and we are like, he's really moving into the right direction altogether, and his healing process is not gonna really backfire, and that's what we've gone ahead to get in through from Leny Yoro. And his return means a lot to we people who know what he is all about. But before I obviously bring you what his return really means to the club of Manchester United, let me show you Leny Yoro as he took part into his training session. It was really an individual training session, and he will be pushing to see to it that he gets quickly into the first team. Now, this is Leny Yoro, obviously trying to obviously stretch out and really get fit. This is Leny Yoro in the gym, obviously trying to get those weights on, because he knows to it that the Premier League is really very physical, and he needs to obviously up his levels of physicality, because he's fast, he's tall, but he needs to obviously come up and obviously put in the required shift all together. Then him obviously doing those jumps to see to it that the metatarsal is really up and running. Then he was really doing those stretches into the mix. That is Leny Yoro for you, and his shirt number 15 for the club of Manchester United, and it's a memorable shirt for the club captain that is really one of the legends that really had to win a lot under Sir Alex Ferguson, known as Nemanja Vidic. That is it. Then Leny Yoro with the physio trainer for the club of Manchester United, obviously taking him around at Carrington, running to see to it that he really gets ready for the more personal training drills that we are really seeing. Obviously trying to obviously thumb up with his both hands, because looks like he's sending a message that I just can't wait to obviously get up and running for the team of Manchester United. Obviously, now he went in for the passing drills at the the training ground. That is Carrington, and that is Leny Yoro for you. He's very good on the ball, and obviously there he was like kicking the ball to a certain distance that he was being directed to by the trainer that he had at that particular time. Then Leny Yoro, obviously coming in through to put in that shift, as you see him trying to use the head, obviously juggle the ball around and obviously do the needful. And lastly, the last image we got is him finalizing his training session with his personal trainer and obviously shaking hands, and is like, thank you my mate for all you've gonna hit obviously put in here for me. I'm really happy for you and what you've gonna hit to do for me. So that is Leny Yoro back into the training session for the club of Manchester United, but it's what we call an individual training session, right? And he is training alone, and him training alone obviously calls in a lot of optimism that very soon he'll join the first team. But I know it might take some time, because today it's 22nd, and if he returned yesterday on 21st, I think it might take him like 2 or 3 more weeks to get into the team with the first training sessions for the club of Manchester United. And I think it's not going to take long like how Malacia is going to hit to take, because Malacia returned and it's now 2 months before he's really into the team, but he started the first team training session after the international break, and he comes to obviously try to see whether he can be part of the traveling squad to Fenerbahce as we play against to Turkey as we play against Fenerbahce, right? All else on Sunday, will he be available? Because I've gonna hit to see rumors that Harry Amaz might be considered by Erik ten Hag to obviously go with him to the Fenerbahce city of Turkey on Thursday. You get? But it will depend on the fitness of Malacia. But why am I really including Malacia into this? Because he has gonna hit obviously take some long time to obviously return, and that's why the manager never rushed him back into the first team training session. But for Leny Yoro, he played the entirety of last season with Lille, and if this metatarsus is gonna hit to keep him out for I think August, September, and it's October, so he's really gonna be really getting back to the fullest, and I think he won't really take long before he joins the first team of Manchester United. But his return is really huge. For me, it brings me huge positives. Why? We are gonna be having another fast center back, good on the ball, very young, very tall, and then the manager will have to make choices when he returns. That means we'll be having Leny Yoro, Lisandro Martinez, Matthias de Ligt, Victor Lindelof, John Evans, and Harry Maguire into that team of Manchester United. Those are 6 central defenders, and I believe that his return is really gonna see Harry Maguire getting limited game time, because Ten Hag wants to obviously build this center back, like Matthias de Ligt and Lisandro Martinez being his first choice center backs, and Leny Yoro another one in there. Then Maguire comes fourth, and we know that a lot of clearances are really going to be made even the January transfer window, because you can't be having 6 defenders, meaning that we need to obviously be having 5 maximum at the club of Manchester United to come in through and really do the job. But I just can't wait to get him back, because I believe his return will help us play what we call a perfect high line. He can partner with Lisandro Martinez, he can partner with Matthias de Ligt, and very many others. And his return is gonna be some positive news to Erik ten Hag. And this is what Ineos went ahead to obviously tell Fabrizio Romano, that they are waiting for Erik ten Hag to have a fully fit squad and see these players they signed get integrated into the team of Manchester United. And if he fails that, then they'll really give him a sack. But if at all they're really considering to really give him time to integrate with these players, because most of them never took part in the preseason apart from Leny Yoro, who went ahead to obviously get injured, they are sending a message to everyone that Ten Hag is still here and it's going nowhere, not until he has failed these signings that he brought in. But Joshua Zirkzee is trying to get in Matthias de Ligt, Mazarawi, all those are really doing great. But it's Leny Yoro who is really lacking in what we call quality. Emmanuel Ugarte is another one that we believe the manager is really going to be integrating to the team, and we'll be here to bring you the latest of that story. So your thoughts on Leny Yoro back in training are welcome in the comment section below. And what do you make about his impact onto the side of Manchester United? I'm out. Bye bye. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers. Bye bye.